Welcome to Percolating Thoughts. You may notice that we have a third person here. This is my lovely sister, Danielle Rainwater. Danielle is solely here for some JoJo Siwa slander, so please be prepared. As you all may know, JoJo Siwa has recently made a lot of headlines, especially since the release of her new song. It's not as new anymore, but what would you say, like 3 weeks ago, you guys?
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah. So by the time this podcast comes out, it'll be well over a month. So anyway, growing up with my little sister, she was a JoJo Siwa fan, and now she's turned against it. Danielle, what was it like growing up as JoJo's fan?
She says JoJo fan. I watched Dance Moms a lot when I was a kid. So there was that. And then I had a joke with my friends because when I was younger, I used to look like her. So I was like, oh my God, I look like JoJo Siwa, you know?
And then
What was it?
and then JoJo cut off all of her hair.
Oh, and then there's now. Oh
And then
yeah.
there's now, yeah.
It's some alright.
Yeah. What was your favorite JoJo song growing up?
Um, Boomerang. I think I could still get down to Boomerang. I will come
Alexa,
back like a
play
boomerang.
Boomerang. I'm kidding. Danielle has an Alexa in her room, so
I know you. I was worried that you'd set mine off too.
yeah, I was hoping I would set Danny's off, but not yours. I forgot.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised it didn't, honestly. I'm like sitting right next to it right now.
Yeah, because I was freaking okay, so kind of off topic, but I was watching Modern Family the other night and I said I have Google, and so there was in the episode Phil Dunphy says, "Hey Google," and my Google was set off and I was like, that's so rude. Anyway, but okay, so Boomerang was your favorite. Can you
Must
sing
be
us
real
a
loud.
verse?
Sorry. Don't let them haters get their way. I don't have any mic, just good vibes.
Okay.
So
Anyway,
I hope you can hear it.
thank you. Yes, thank you for that. Um,
Good.
okay, so what's your stance on JoJo now?
Um, well, she's an interesting person. I will say that. I have a lot of opinions about a lot of things, but I don't believe in stealing. And the fact that she stole the song kind of gets me just a little bit.
Belle, I know you
So
have some words about that. Okay, I was gonna say, what are you thinking right now with the whole, who is it, Brit? Who's
I
singing?
think of
Yeah, Britt Smith.
Brit Smith. Okay. Yeah, she sang the original. And Belle and I were talking about this a few weeks ago, or what, a few days ago, something like that. I don't know, sometime. And Belle was like, I refuse to listen to JoJo's version of it because she stole it.
that's
Yes, and
understandable.
so then once Britt dropped hers, it comes up in my rotation now, which is kind of embarrassing, but at least it's not JoJo's version.
hmm
Right.
But the first
No,
time it came up in rotation, I was like, "Oh, there's no way JoJo has infiltrated my Spotify." And then I was like, "Oh yeah, I listened to Britt's like 3 times, and now it's just a part of my rotation."
Oh my gosh. Okay, do you guys know if there's like a lawsuit going on for that at all anytime soon?
I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about it, but it's just my internet, my TikTok or feed or whatever has been just slandering her. So with some of the things that she says, so
Yeah.
Did
that's it.
you
I don't
see did you see what she said at the Dance Moms reunion yesterday?
No.
I saw that she said something about Abby Lee Miller like being right
Mhm.
all the time or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like everybody gave her a look. They were all like, "What?" And I saw like was looking at the comments on it and they were like, "I think that's just her internalized trauma." Like,
Yeah.
yeah, she was a brat, but even brats don't deserve to get yelled at that much.
Well, and Abby stitched it and responded, and she's like, "JoJo, you finally learned."
Oh wow.
That's so freaking for real. That's
You know
great.
what?
Yeah. I think I don't it's just all really interesting. I listened to like 40 minutes of her call her daddy podcast interview.
Yeah.
Don't know why I sat through that, but really probably because Alex was gaslighting her and I really liked that. But I don't like it made me like yeah, like you said, Danny, like it's a lot of internalized trauma that she's just like pretending isn't because she was talking about how her parents used to think that she was just gonna get her money from that like child protection money, whatever, where they're like trust fund, whatever,
Mhm.
and her parents thought she was gonna get that and then kick them out of the house and never talk to them again and like basically gaslit her and guilt tripped her into like basically funding their lives and like making sure that she didn't just take her money even though it was her money.
Yeah, I heard about that too. I was like, and I mean, it's not just her that that happens to, but it's like, it upsets me a lot because I feel like a child that age also shouldn't be the sole provider and everything.
Oh
And
no.
that puts a lot of stress on them, honestly. So,
I agree. No. What were your guys' initial thoughts when promo and then the song came out?
Um, I'm not gonna lie, I this is just my opinion. I hate that song to a core. It's so effing stupid. But like the promo, I was like, okay, I don't really give a shit, honestly.
Mhm.
But and then the actual song came out, and everybody was like, copyright, 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 you know? And I was like, well, serves you right, JoJo.
So
You
real.
weren't meant to make music. That was my opinion.
She can't even
um,
sing.
No,
there's that too.
it's all
But
like modularized.
Yeah.
Anyway, what Daniel?
um, I was gonna say that even if it is a terrible song, she did do a very good marketing job because I will say it was marketing in a bad way because I feel like everybody came for her when she announced the release of her song.
Hmm.
But for me, honestly, and I feel like for a lot of people, the song got stuck in my head. So I would be out at the bookstore with my friends and I'd start singing it and they'd all be like, "Shut up." Like you no. So,
Yeah.
I mean, she did good marketing for it, and I will say the music video and the song probably has a lot of listens and views because everybody wanted to
Okay.
watch it just so they could bash her, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
For real.
Okay, so how do you think after JoJo recorded this song and everything, how her career in the music industry is gonna play out?
Just like Dylan Mulvaney's. Did you guys not hear the song that Dylan put out?
Leah
I
lives
heard
under a rock.
I heard
Oh,
that. I heard
yeah.
that.
So I think it'll just pan out the same way where people are just like, oh, it's just a joke,
I
not
hope
really
it's
pay
just
attention.
You know, that's
I
so
hope
ridiculous because I kind of like I watched a TikTok last night about Katy Perry like in the audience where she was like singing Dark Horse or whatever and she was like don't take me to court, bitch, because I'm a Scorpio. Because I guess someone took her to court, or an old rapper like took her to court because she used like a few of the same notes
Hmm.
in Dark Horse that
I
he
heard about that.
used. Yeah, and I was like over a few notes. But then here
Yeah.
JoJo, I mean, I know this is a whole like producing issue um
Hmm.
on from this standpoint, but like JoJo sings an entire song that's in like the same, exact same, and nothing happens. So, that confuses me a little bit. If I were Brit, I would have
That's
gone after that producer.
I mean, I guess so, but Brit's song also did really, really well too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it charted
So,
over JoJo's the same day she dropped it.
Right?
yeah, which is literally insane. And I was like, what? So, and then she also put out something that was like, "Oh, hey, thanks JoJo for making my music great again." And I was like,
Yeah.
"That's stay petty, queen." I love
Yeah,
that.
she did.
That's
I
fucking
think
Mhm.
great.
that like yeah, I don't know. My whole thing, so I reached like so I didn't watch Dance Moms
Mhm.
and JoJo's always been this like weird person who came to fame. To
Right.
me, like you were 18 wearing not cutie little coquette bows, like bows. And so like I was always like couldn't follow along with it. But then when she started dating Avery and whoever else, and then they broke up and all that drama. Oh, I ate it up. And then I was a JoJo, and then like JoJo was in my feed like all that entire like 6 months because I was like, oh, she's going down. Oh, cheater. Love it. Give me more. Like I was on the lesbian TikTok drama. I was like, yeah, I'm there. And then she disappeared from my mind, which is probably why she actually dropped this song because she knew that she was no longer relevant.
Yeah.
And yeah, now we're here with this horrendous song, and she plans on dropping an album that's probably full of stolen songs as well.
Honestly. What makes me even mad is that she didn't even credit the songwriter, the original songwriter too. She was just like, oh,
What?
when I was writing this. And like, you don't know
You
original work at all, do you?
know.
Well, even in that TMZ interview, she was like, I've never heard of Britt Smith.
Are you sure that?
Knew she was in trouble, and so she was like, la 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 la.
Denied,
Maybe
denied.
that'll be her next song, Lying. You
Yeah,
Karma's a
lie.
bitch.
Karma's a bitch.
Do you guys think that if not the podcast, fuck, if the song came out as it was supposed to, as Miley's, you would have liked it better back in 2012, not in 2024?
Not in 2012. If it came out in 2024, I would have liked it better, but because Miley Cyrus was going through a whole like breakdown and stuff, I probably would have been like, okay, Miley, we need to take it down a notch. So, yeah. Also, I feel like, I don't know, just my opinion, but a part of being in the music industry is being very well trained and up to date about who sings songs. Um,
Mhm.
so, I mean, regardless of fame or how good of a singer someone is, if someone has released a song and put it out, I feel like we need to be a little more cognizant of that. So if Miley sang it, I feel like it would have been a little more controversial, if not the same as this scenario right here. Um,
Yeah.
but that's just like in 2012 era Miley, not 2024 Miley.
Yeah.
So
What
yeah,
about you, Danny?
I didn't even know that Miley was gonna sing the song in 2012. So I mean, this is a great conversation.
yeah,
Yeah, because Rock Mafia wrote it for her and she decided not to. Because if you go back and listen to like the Can't Be Tamed album and Bangers, like it's the same
Really?
vibe. Yeah.
yeah,
I don't vibe with the lyrics or that type of music very well. So I mean, I don't think I would have liked it any more than I
Mhm.
like JoJo Siwa or respectfully the Britt Smith singing it. So, but I'm sure it probably would have done a lot better with the person who can actually sing. So,
yeah. That's fair. That's fair. I feel like JoJo's era ended when the bows were made.
hey,
I
I mean,
think too that I mean maybe this is just me like leaning more conservatively in this topic, but like what about her younger fans? Like I get you
Yeah,
want to leave that image, but that's literally what your
that's
brand
what you grew
is.
up doing
mhm.
too.
And that was your brand up until maybe a year ago when the lesbian drama hit TikTok.
Yeah.
So like I think like there's like a part of me that's like there's still girls out there who buy the bows. Like I literally saw somebody wear one of the, like a little girl wearing a bow the other day and I was like, "Oh, well that's not who JoJo is anymore."
No.
So like it's
Mhm.
also like I don't know, you're still I mean, I guess like Miley like if we want to give her the same platform as Miley's Bangers era, which I refuse to, but if we want to say same vibe with children, it's like you like I mean, I guess I get it because Miley was more catered to kids, but Miley was also like already getting in trouble by the
Yeah.
time that Can't Be Tamed started. And by
Hmm.
Bangers, it was just expected of her. But
Oh yeah.
JoJo stayed in that kid phase until she was 19, 20. Did you know that
Mhm.
JoJo is the same age as us, Leah?
I did. I did know that. And I'm very I don't claim her. I don't. Sorry, don't mind me taking off my shoes. Anyway, I don't claim her. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Love, peace, love, and JoJo slander.
Yeah. Also, I think like a lot of people also just like this era. Like I think people would have been more accepting to it. One, if you admitted that you stole the song,
Yeah.
or that the song was somebody else's and it got pitched to you,
Hmm.
and that you didn't fucking write it. But also, um, to say that you're the first person in our generation to do this, and to also say that you created gay pop.
That's so
Yeah.
Isn't Elton John your bestie? What about Prince? What about Madonna? What about Lady Gaga? What about Miley? What about Bon Jovi? Like David Bowie?
you're not
Mm-hmm.
original.
Were you at
Yeah.
Stonewall too? That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Not Stonewall.
I'm just saying, like, I think a lot more people would have been more accepting if she didn't open her big fat trap.
Lack of PR training right there. I thank you for bringing this up because I was waiting for someone to bring it up, Bella. But seriously, she's discrediting so many of these great artists who so many other people grew up on. And I mean, it's really upsetting because it's like, you're not the only one to do this. Get your head out of your ass and move on, please.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. It's so cute.
Too
It's
much.
it's a it's girly girl world.
It just like I don't get it.
Yeah.
I
I know.
don't.
At that point,
Why?
you need some serious like psychological evaluation. If there's so much manipulation and stuff happening too, where people like you're the fact that people are easily calling her on this bullshit.
The fact that
Yeah.
she's ignoring it too kind of adds to it. She's like, no, no,
No,
Yeah.
didn't happen. No.
no. Did you
Mm-mm.
guys watch the music video of it?
Nope.
I just saw clips like on TikTok or whatever.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I saw the dry humping.
That was not great. I didn't like that. I was like, oh, that poor girl. Did she consent to that? Is that consensual? Is she suing? I would sue.
oh my god.
I really like the Moto references. I thought that was really good.
I love those. Oh my god, I've taken to calling her a sea monster.
Yes.
Guys, it's not gay
Yeah.
pop, it's sea monster pop. Let's be real.
It's giving, yeah, this would be really good on Monsters High. You're right. Yep. Yep.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
right.
I was gonna say, don't like. I lost it. Lost it. Never mind. Scratch that.
Period. Yeah.
But anyway,
Who was the creative director on this music video? Who said yes?
I wonder if it was JoJo or her mom.
Maybe, but I watched the clips of them like rapping or whatever, and everybody was cheering her on. I'm sorry, I would be so embarrassed if the only singer I could dance behind was JoJo Siwa.
Right.
Yeah. Also, the dance in the video, like, she was supposed to be a dancer. Like, what?
She's classically trained.
What's going on right now? Like, and then I also like I was looking at the dancers and the background dancers, and it's not the dance, it's her. Because the dancers in the background look fine while they're doing it. They look fine. They look normal. But JoJo Siwa looks like she's having a seizure, and it's kind of yeah.
And the
Kind
fact
of
that I kept seeing the dance was really jarring.
yeah.
Right.
And
I mean, like you
apparently
said earlier, good.
she's going on tour too. So
Should we go, guys?
Bring tomatoes.
I'd bring a sign that says I hate JoJo Siwa.
Yeah.
that poor girl. But who gave her the money to go on tour? How on earth does she have that money? That's the thing. Because I get it,
JoJo
she's
has
rich.
so much money from these fucking bows.
Yeah.
And dance.
All the bows.
I thought her face
But
on
okay,
the side of her car would drain that.
but okay, that brings back the point. How many kids are going to be like, I want to go see JoJo?
And then she's singing Karma's a bitch.
Dry humping
I would
someone.
want my kid.
No.
I'm sorry. If there was somebody that comes out, same vibe as JoJo, when I have kids and does this whole thing, I'd be like, I'm sorry, but no.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Because
I
it's
get
not
it.
Miley Cyrus.
No, and honestly, be who you want to be, love who you want to love, but at the same time, if you were originally like a children's icon, after that, at that point, no, you're not.
Honestly, I feel like if she wanted to fully make that transition, she needed to get rid of everything that marked her as a icon. So get rid of the bows, get rid
Quit
of
telling
all of
them.
the marketing,
Yeah.
maybe get rid of
I mean, she did
your face on
delete
the
it.
car.
She did delete it all off her Instagram. I went and checked after she said she did that.
Seriously. But there's still so much marketing out targeted towards
Yeah.
little girls that it's kind of upsetting because it's like they're like, oh my god, look at this cute little bow that I got at Claire's. It's by this girl named JoJo Siwa, and they go home and check her YouTube, and it's her dry humping somebody.
Yeah.
So
No, that's actually so true because those bows are definitely still being sold.
mhm.
What a time, you guys. What a time.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad to be witnessing, the first time this has ever happened in our generation.
Yeah. So fun.
Because Miley apparently isn't a part of our generation anymore.
No.
Didn't know that.
It's not like I grew up watching Hannah Montana every day or, I don't know. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what happens next.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I don't want to give her streams. That's the problem.
No, because that's what's getting her paid. Oh my gosh. Well,
I'm just
anyway, that's all we have. If you have an opinion, don't mind Daphne. She apparently has an opinion. If you have an opinion about JoJo, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'd love to hear from you guys. So, even if it's not what the opinion that we have, so honestly, anybody is welcome. But that's all we have for now. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, Danielle. We appreciate you being our very first guest on Percolating Thoughts. And we look forward to more. Cheers!
Cheers.